Welcome to Reiki. I'm glad you're here. Let's spend some time together. Today's Reiki is for the metabolism. The inspiration for this session actually came out of a one-on-one in-person session that I had with a client, where the intention was to integrate all of the lessons that she's learning in her life, the ways that the planetary movement is affecting the body, mind, spirit, soul. The food that she eats, and the water that she drinks, the ways her friends and family affect what's going on in her life. And I got to thinking that this would be a really good session to share with you all, because so many of us are feeling like we're riding these waves. We're feeling waves of anger that come out of nowhere, it seems. Everything is fine and smooth on the surface, and then we erupt with emotion. Some of us are having sleep disturbances and weird health symptoms that we don't understand, like a cough that lasts for a really long time, spontaneous bleeding, a headache or pressure, sinus pain, kidney pain, liver pain. I've been hearing that things have kind of been amplified for people here recently. And so we're asking the body to metabolize. So when I think of the metabolism, first thing I think is, how does the body absorb and use food? How does it pull the nutrients out from the food? How does it send that nutrients into the cells? But like I said, the body is also metabolizing life experiences, joy, disappointment, we're metabolizing what's happening in our daily life, from our job to what's going on in our social circles, to what's happening on the political stage, to what's happening in our cities, in our family. So I'm sure that you have heard a significant other of a person who's going through a really hard time. They often are having a hard time. It's because they're holding a lot of space for their loved one and they're metabolizing a lot of the energy, sometimes even more of the energy than the person who's actually going through it. So if you clicked on this video because you wanted a boost to your physical metabolism to help you balance out your weight, don't click away. Don't be disappointed, because this does encompass that. We are asking the body to absorb and use the nutrients and to let go of the toxins and fat. But we are also taking it one step further into metabolizing the joy and the zest of life to help you release and let go of the ways in which stress, strife, fear, environmental toxins, polluted air and water. We're asking the metabolism to filter through all of that and get rid of that as well. And honestly, these two things go together really well. If you think about it, it's logical, right? If we're getting beautiful, organic, healthy food that comes from the earth, it nourishes us a lot faster than if we're eating the same kind of food after it's been through a lot of processing. If we're sitting and watching a TV program that is making us stressed while we're eating, it's almost like we're adding that extra barrier to absorption that processing of the food does as well. So often you can have a conversation with a friend who is struggling with their weight, and what you will notice is that they're under a lot of stress in general. So their body is having to metabolize stress, and it's not metabolizing the food as well. Even those people that are eating pretty well, but their body is hanging on to the fat. Or people who are too thin and their body is not absorbing the nutrients and everything's just running through without permeating into the cells. Okay, let's get started. If you would like to, I invite you to take a good cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to start today with a cleansing of the auric field. So I would like you to imagine that you are outside on a day that is having little spring showers. So you're letting the raindrops touch your nose and your forehead and the top of your head. You might even try to catch a raindrop in your mouth. And the raindrops are falling off of your shoulders and down your arms and wrists and hands and fingers. It's bringing a spring refreshing to the heart space, the chest, and the back, to the belly, to the hips and the buttocks, groin, the legs and the knees, the ankles and the feet. And again, take a good, refreshing deep breath. You can smell that spring rain. You can imagine your feet walking in the wet grass while you're experiencing this cleansing, refreshing shower. And now I invite you to place your own healing hands on your belly. And notice if you feel a warmth or a pulse, a tingling sensation. You might notice something cool. You might see a color or feel a little muscle bump. I invite you to bring in the color orange to the belly. We're asking Reiki energy to bring balance, harmony, and deep health to the belly. We are acknowledging with love and compassion that the metabolism has been working really hard. Sometimes it has to process food that isn't really food. It's kind of foreign to the body. It has to process emotions. It has to filter toxins and waste. It has to hold strong while unexpected events and pressure comes into the system. So we're just thanking the metabolism for being an unseen and underappreciated workforce for our energy system. And now if your hands are still on your belly, I want you to notice if the color orange is still the energy that is coming in to support, or if it has changed. And now I'd like you to imagine a lemon in your hand. We're going to ask the energy of lemon to support your metabolism. So imagine that you cut a lemon and you can smell it. You can taste it, and it might be making the juices in your mouth flow. I want you to imagine slicing it into beautiful slices, smelling it, tasting it, and dropping it in some pure, beautiful, clean water. I want you to pretend that you're drinking that lemon water. It's going down the throat, into the stomach. We're asking Reiki energy to support the metabolism through the resources of water and lemon. All the cells are being flushed. It's helping to release fat, stress, depression, grief. And we're asking for that refreshing lemon water energy to stay with you through the rest of the session and beyond. Now, I want you to imagine that you are holding your food for the rest of the day today or for tomorrow in your hands. So with one hand, you're holding your food. With the other hand, you can place it back on your belly. You're asking that your belly and your food come together for your good. Okay. Now, to help us metabolize that which is not food, perhaps you could put your job in your hand and do the same thing. We could ask for beautiful Reiki energy to infuse your job. Help your body, mind, spirit, soul metabolize energies from the job. Let things that don't help move on and strengthen that which does help. And now I'm going to just hold space for a couple more things for you. So, what do you feel like? What do you feel like you need help metabolizing? Can you put it in your hand? And another thing that you need support with? And now, anywhere in your body where you are feeling inflammation, I invite you to put your healing hands in that location. Asking the energies to support you and bring you peace and gentleness and harmony into your life. Helping you see, feel, and know that which is not helpful, so maybe you can avoid it in the first place. Certain foods that cause inflammation, certain beverages that cause distress, certain situations or even people that you don't jibe with. Again, you're just using your own healing hands to call Reiki's attention to an area that needs healing. And we are sending energy of deep gratitude to your sweet body, your precious body, your strong, healthy body. Deep gratitude to your higher self. And deep gratitude to your angels, helpers, guides, light workers, guardians, all of those who are surrounding you to help you on this journey, this life journey. Infusing the whole session with deep gratitude. And if your intention for this session was indeed to help you make beautiful food choices that will help your body, I encourage you to try one more hand position where you hold one hand over the mouth and one hand on the belly for a little bit more integration of this session. Bringing guidance to the thinking mind about what would be healthy for you in terms of food and exercise and prayer and human connection. What would support the metabolism the most? What would bring the most balance and joy to your spirit? What would help your emotions to feel more stable, grounded, connected? What would help the thinking mind? And what would help the physical body? Reiki, we again are so grateful for this modality of asking for help and healing. We thank you for being here, even through a video, even holding space with lots of other people For we know that as we heal, we help others heal. As we let go of stress and tension, our body, mind, spirit, soul has a place to grow. Thank you for bringing beautiful healing to the metabolism and to all of those who are participating in this session and all of those that are in their circles. Amen, amen. My name is Jennifer Hall. If you liked this video and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, this is a sincere invitation. If there is a certain video of mine that you feel like could be helpful to someone, I'd be so appreciative if you would share that. And of course, liking and commenting really, really, really helps the channel grow, as it helps YouTube know, something important is happening here. Let's show it to others who can benefit. The light in me recognizes and bows to the light in you. Namaste. If you would like an individual session with me, feel free to check out my website, reflectyourlight.com. And I can see you via video chat from anywhere or in person in Kansas City. Thanks for being here.